Welcome in to today's edition of PDL Weekly. My name's Nicholas Murray and I'm very pleased to be joined by Ryan Brooks, Senior Director of the PDL. Ryan, we had our first weekend of action and the result that really jumped out to me was up in the Northwest Division with the Victoria Highlanders taking a 3-0 win against the Kitsap Pumas. Really impressive performance on the field, great attendance in the stands at Royal Athletic Park with 1,800 fans there. Really a positive start to the season for a team that was in the playoffs a couple of years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. I spoke to Mark DeFrey, their general manager. They put together, a good squad so far. 1,800 fans is absolutely great. I guess the attendance from last year was averaging 900, and they doubled it this past weekend. And hopefully that can continue with the results and the amount of people in the stands. Very
good performance by Brett Levis. He had a goal and 2 assists for them in the game. I think he's a young player that a lot of people are interested to see what he can do this summer. Now, elsewhere around the league, a couple of wins in the Southwest Division, including for the Ventura County Fusion, get their title defence off to a good start. Right. They're going to be playing next Tuesday. We know their opponent now for the Open Cup in FC Hasenthal from the NPSL. There's some other teams out there that I think are possibly could emulate the Michigan Bucks run last year, including Michigan, with Carolina Dynamo, Reading United, and Ocean City Nor'easters making their return to the competition this year as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Ocean City, they play the NPSL team from the Red Bulls, so that's an interesting matchup in the first round. I'm going to be seeing the Orlando City team play the VSI USL Pro team, which should be a very interesting game on that Tuesday. You have Reading, you have Ocean City, Michigan Bucks. We have 16 teams, but it will be interesting to see who moves on to the second round.
The team I'm really excited to see in this year's Open Cup is Austin, because I think they've got a very strong roster, and they could certainly challenge some professional teams with the level of talent that they have with Paul Dalglish down there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they put together a good squad. They put together they have good management. It's early on in the season, so it depends on how well they gel together. But that's where the one and done. You win, you move on, and hopefully they could be one of the teams that do quite well.
Now Austin will be going on the road to start their PDL season against one of our new teams this weekend. Oklahoma City FC is one of 3 expansion teams that opens, with the Real Boston Rams facing the CFC Azul, and then the Southwest Florida Adrenaline down in Naples will be hosting Fort Lauderdale Schultz Academy. What are you hoping to see out of the 3 expansion teams as they open their seasons this weekend?
Well, I just spoke about it before, about gelling, how quickly they gel. Obviously, different players from different areas of the country. The man management will be a big issue. How quickly does that happen? It might not happen game 1, it might not happen game 2. But the whole point is where do they progress throughout the season? I'm going to be at the Southwest Florida game versus Schultz Academy on Saturday night, going down to Naples. So it will be a really good environment. I know that they've been doing a big push to have fans in the stadium. So I'm excited for that atmosphere.
Certainly seen some of the local coverage that they're getting from the Naples Daily News there, and that's been very positive indeed. Another team that we mentioned earlier is the Carolina Dynamo. They were a finalist last year. They get to start the season against the Virginia Beach Piranhas this Saturday night. They've got a very good squad coming back. They've got guys like Robbie Lovejoy from UNC, Sebastian Ibeja, who is from Duke and was the PDL Defender of the Year last year. Are we looking at another run at the championship here for the Dynamo?
Yeah, I mean, they certainly have the characteristics to be able to do that. They absolutely do. They have a good squad. They have guys in the ACC. They have Sebastian from Duke, who is obviously a pro prospect. So they have pro prospects, and once again, and I'll say it for the 3rd time, it's how they gel together during the season.
Well, I think they'll have a decent amount of chemistry with the players they have returning from last season. So we'll see how they get on. We'll see how all of the teams get on this weekend. You can follow for live updates from all the full-time scores on the PDL's Twitter feed at USLPDL. And we'll also have game reports and updates on Facebook and on the league's website. We hope you enjoy the action this weekend. We hope you enjoy the Open Cup next Tuesday. And we hope you join us again this time next week for another edition of PDL Weekly.